Hi. Welcome to another Genshin stream. How are you guys doing today? I hope you had a wonderful evening so far. And now ready to play some more Genshin with me. Today we are going to clean up a lot of things, I feel. We have the last event, we have the beginnings of the current event, we also have a hangout. We'll see just how much we can actually get done. So let's start off right away. So the most important thing is to get this done, right? We started, I did not continue it, right? I saved everything for right here, for today. So without further ado, let's just go. There's nothing really else to do, so hey. Let's do it. And there's a new one. I just based on the presentation, that one's gonna be the one to the busy one with most likely voice acting. We haven't had any voice acted events this patch yet, so that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. You're here, adventurer. We are just about to make the necessary installations. If all goes well, we'll be able to give that monster a good lesson to remember today. During the formal charging process, there may also be monsters who will try to disturb the process. When that time comes, please keep an eye out for the charging progress and durability of the device. Okay, leave it to me. I've got an idea. You've been busy running around helping with the Winard Slayer can. The honor of testing it for the first time should be yours. You don't want to test it yourself. I've no idea how this thing works. I'd be happy enough to watch the shots land. Besides, let someone else light the fire so that we can see the firing in all its glory. It speaks for itself. All you have to do is protect the charging device from the monsters and wait for the energy to fill up. Watch for the moments when the Winard reveals its vulnerable spot and then fire it with all you've got. Oh yeah. Yo Peko! What's up? How's it going? Long weekend, I know, right? Finally. Yeah. Good times ahead. The ignition and auto correction mechanisms will take care of the rest. Sounds impressive. Pawan also wants to watch. I'll handle it. So, the Deviant Winard will sometimes enter a berserk state in which they will keep their distance and launch long-range attacks. During this time, they cannot be damaged normally. The Winard Slayer cannon is the only weapon that can defeat the Deviant Winard. Use the charging device to power the cannon up, and only then can it fire. However, charging devices will also attract nearby opponents. Attacking certain opponents will result in the coalescing of elemental energies. Touching these coalescences will charge the Winard Slayer cannon. Rocks in the nearby area sometimes contain such energies, but they can only be destroyed by the Winard's attacks. Baiting the Winard into destroying these rocks seemed to be the most effective method here. But yeah, long weekends. Not long enough if you ask me, but hey. All parties must have their elemental mastery increased. Alright. Okay, can we somehow bait them all? Like, can you stop that? Okay, there we go. There's one here. They have shared HP apparently. Ah, didn't do it. It's fine. Okay. That's gonna be two. Okay, it's gonna be more. Ah, didn't hit. I almost got it though, like in that round. And boom! Well, that was fun. Challenge complete. Do you see that, Shreya? Our Winot Slayer cannon is a game changer. I wish all the supervisors who listen to our thesis defense could come and see this. This would cure them of their antique views. So it really did go off without a hitch. I thought it was going to end up like experimental device number 3. Only from our failures do we learn to succeed. I'm no longer who I used to be. How many accidents happened that year? Well, anyway, this experiment was a success, and that's all that matters. Yeah, with the balls rolling, maybe we should try it somewhere else. Eyewitness reports say that there are Winot in this area numbering in the double digits at the very least. Wow, double digits? You're not gonna pick them off one by one, are you? That would take a really long time. What's the matter? If it's the maintenance of the Winot Slayer cannon you're concerned about, you don't have to worry. Wait. It would take a long time to repeat this process over and over again. Even if the machine doesn't break down, we will. Vinayak, not everyone can be jolted back to life after just smelling machine oil. Really? Looks like wetware performance will have to be considered next time. Anyway, let's call it a day. With data from this full run and samples collected after the battle, I'm one step closer to solving this puzzle. What puzzle? Why the Winot are behaving violently, abnormal environmental parameters. If we can figure that out, we might be able to get to the bottom of this mess. Please give me one more day to do some research. By this time tomorrow, we should have the results. Okay. Easy. Hold on, let's just see where... Okay, 8 AM. It's not this time tomorrow, but hey. There they are. It's like 2 events, well, stages this event left, I think. So as far as the conclusion is concerned, we've made a convincing case for using the Winard Slayer Ken to get rid of the Winard, right? That's different. Don't give me that told ya so look. Here we go again. What are you scribbling about this time? Yeah, Mr. Adventurer, listen to me. I found out what the cause is. The frequent activity of the Winard underground had caused a disturbance in the elemental energy in this region. This energy in turn affects the behavior of the Winard, causing them to start running amok on the surface, further exacerbating the environmental imbalance. And the abnormality in the charging device's efficiency was also due to the disturbance of elemental energy in the environment. I knew the machine that I designed would never break down so easily. If you don't consider the surrounding environment, wouldn't that be a design problem? Paimon. And since the cause is overactive Winard, is the solution to just keep fighting more Winard? So after going around in several circles, we are back to where we started. Knowing what to do and knowing why you should do it are two different things. As a researcher, you couldn't even grasp that. And that isn't even the end of it. Normally, nature sets limits on the ecology and behavior of populations to keep the environment stable. That's incorrect. That's incorrect. Only macroscopic, yeah, but if you look at it, it's just population goes out of control because abundance of food, scarcity, population collapses, food source recovers, and population grows again until it's not enough food and then collapses. Like, that's the thing that happens naturally. The chaotic elemental energy disrupts this place, which makes the Winard extremely active. As long as we can find a way to return the elemental environment to its normal state, we can reduce Winard activity. After a while, the balance should restore itself. Redirect the flow of elemental energy, but how do we do that? Well, as long as we figure out where the strongest concentration of elemental energy is, we'll be able to direct the flow of that energy with a device. We unclog the flow of energy and nature should take care of the rest. I've already calculated the location of the node. It's somewhere around here. As far as a device that can redirect the flow of energy, we already have one. You mean the Winard Slayer can? Of course. Precisely. The Winard Slayer can channel the surrounding elemental energy before discharging it all in one go. Next, we just have to set up the Winard Slayer can and go through the same process as yesterday. There may also be monsters and Winard that will be drawn to the weapon during this time, of course. Perhaps a smaller reduction in their numbers would help expedite the natural balance. So, as far as the conclusion is concerned, we still have to use the Winard Slayer can to shoot at monsters, right? Don't give me that told you so look. Nice. But yeah, told you so. If Shreya's hypotheses are correct, this will be the Winard Slayer Ken's most critical battle. Brave Adventure, are you ready? I am ready. Attack speed of all members who use polearms, claymores, and swords will be increased. No! What about bows? What about bows? Come on. You want this? Oh my, it's I see. A different pattern this time around. Unfortunately didn't hit. Oh, one hit. That'll do. Probably next one. Yep. Don't do that, camera. Okay, you can actually destroy Those crystals in the first phase. That's for me. Nah, fuck. Next one. And go. How often is the winner to just, you know, stay there? So, challenge complete. Now we have one more, if I remember correctly, for this event, which will, you know, be done in 2 days. Sure enough, the charging unit is running more smoothly. As you said, the elemental environment in this area is returning to normal. The activity of affected Winard will calm down after some time too. Yeah, thanks to your precise Winard Slayer we can report back our success and go home. It is our precious Winard Slayer Shreya. I never forgot that this time was a joint effort. We definitely had our share of disagreements, but without you, the Ken wouldn't have been a success. What's gotten into you? Is this about wanting me to put in a good word for you in my report? Well, I just suddenly feel that what we went through just now is quite similar to our experience from the other year. It wasn't always smooth sailing, but we still made it in the end. And let's face it, in the end, your solution proved more efficient. I can't take all the credit. Because you were onto something too. If you hadn't tested the Winard Slayer cannon, I wouldn't have obtained the necessary data. To fix the machine, you may only need to replace one gear, but the true challenge is finding that gear. These words from my mentor are beginning to make sense to me. I'm so glad you're here, Shreya. I'm glad you're here too. Get a room. The atmosphere between these two became so different all of a sudden. Paimon, just leave it. When you were cooperating on our graduation project, our relationship was rather rocky because you weren't very mature. Yeah, looking back at it now, it wasn't anything too serious. Well, how about meeting at the cafe for a drink next time? We could discuss how to write the report. Okay. Let's get our rewards here. But there's one more. We're not quite done yet. Something will still happen, you know it. You just know it. Is there a good way for us to go back? Yeah, whoa, that's right next to the waypoint. What's going on there? Oh, don't fall down. Or are you alone? I don't understand. She was the one who mentioned the idea of going to the cafe to write the report. Why are you by yourself? Where's Shreya? I don't want to talk about it. She's off to work on the report by herself. We were supposed to meet at the cafe yesterday, but it took her a long time to show up. She didn't even bring any pen or paper for her report. Yeah, she wanted to invite you out on a date and was getting. Oh my god, you're so. I criticized her for wasting time when she should be working on the report, and then she flew into a rage. She said she'd write the report herself and made me leave. Yeah, that's your own fault. That's ridiculous, don't you think? Yeah. Still, I'm used to her fiery temper. She'll simmer down in a couple of days. If only controlling her emotions was as simple as flipping a switch. Best of luck, good luck to you. Huh? Even you're acting strange. Oh well, never mind. There are still a few affected Weenard around here, though I'm sure the situation will resolve itself if I just leave it alone. But if you have time, please help prevent them from threatening passersby. By the way, the elemental environment and the charging device are now back to normal. There's never been a better time to experience the Weenard Slayer cannon at full power. Multiple Weenard in Berserk states will appear one after the other, but the charging device, now at full operating capacity, also stands ready. Defeat as many Weenard using the Weenard Slayer cannon as possible. Okay. That's gonna be interesting. Elemental burst damage dealt by all polymers will be increased by 20%. So we do still have to charge all the devices. We do need to defeat... No, don't do that. 3 Weenards. Okay, so I thought it was kind of a time trial of some sort, but apparently no. Okay, that's number 1 down. Okay, yeah, there's more. Also way more to just... down. Uh-huh. There's another one that hits 2. There's no need, just wait. And go. Where's the next device? I'd like to already go there, but I don't see it. Oh, it is this one. Can you not? Thank you. Again, can you not? Thank you. Much appreciated. All right. And now, oh, there was more energy down there. Interesting. Oh, it spawned on top of the rocks and they broke. Ah. Oh, okay, so this is kind of a time trial now. So now we just... Oh yeah, there's actually stuff. Well, yeah, that's time and less damage. We didn't really take a lot of damage at all, so that's fine. Okay. That's that event done. There's no new test runs. Yeah, okay, so the new banner isn't up yet. That leaves us with the new and pretty long running event. This one has to be like voice acted and whatnot. So let's just give this a go. See what this is all about.
全身ポカポカで気持ちええわ。浮いとるみたい。
You know what? Just so I don't forget. Yes, pretty good. Oh, okay. Okay.
雨描きがたし。
お待ちを。
Yeah.
お二方はもしやかの有名な旅人さんとパイモンさんでは？
That's us.
そうだけど、お前は誰なんだ？
私はウィカス、学院祭企画委員会のメンバーです。お二方は学院祭をご存知でしょうか？
Only just now.
そうそう。オイラたちそれでここに来たんだ。
おお、どうやら我々の宣伝もなかなかの効果だったようですね。学院祭に興味がおありなようでしたら、私から簡単に説明しても。
That'll be helpful. Thanks.
学院祭というのは教令員によって開催される賑やかな祭典で、極めて長い歴史を有します。具体的に説明しますと、学院祭は学院フェスと学院トーナメントの2つに分かれています。毎年開催される学院フェスでは6つの学派がシティ内にブースを出展し、お客さんたちをもてなします。自分たちの学派の魅力を宣伝して影響力を高めるチャンスでもあります。対して4年に一度の学院トーナメントでは6つの学派から1人ずつ代表が選出され、チャンピオンの座を競います。今年は学院フェスと学院トーナメントが同時に開催されるものですから、シティは今までにないほどの盛り上がりを見せているんです。
なるほどな。詳しく教えてくれてありがとな。
We'll be on our
い
way.
え、当然のことをしたまでです。学院祭に関する質問に答えることはもとより私の責務。ましてやお二方にはお願いしたいことがありますので。
Oh,
何かオイラたちに手伝ってほしいのか？
a commission.
はい。我々にとって今年の学院祭は大変重要なんです。
Right.
実はクラクサナリデビ様は賢者たちと共にある計画をお立てになりました。教令員は来年砂漠から才能ある者たちを募り学者にする予定です。ですから今回の学院祭では砂漠に住む民を数多く招き、事前に教令員の雰囲気を感じてもらいたいと考えているのです。お噂ではお二方はウリンにおいても砂漠においても非常に名声がお高いとか。
We are famous wherever we
もしも
go.
お二方が学院祭に特に学院トーナメントに参加してくだされば、きっとより多くの人々にこの盛大な祭典を知ってもらえると思うのですが。
We're not academia researchers, you know. Did you just say that only Darshan representative can take part?
そうだぞ。それともまさかどっかの学派に入れっていうつもりか？でも学者になったら試験とか論文とかやらないといけないし。
Yeah, I'm done with
ご安心
that.
ください。学院トーナメントの参加者はすでに
No
決定済みで
essays,
すの
no
で、
tests.
お
Thank
二方
you.
には特別評論
I'm
員と
good.
してそれぞれの試合を観察し記録していただきたいのです。
I prefer
プレッ
playing
シャーに
video
感
games
じて
in
いた
my
だく
spare
必要
time
はあり
rather
ませ
than
ん。試合と
studying.
こたびの学院祭を楽しんでいただければそれでいいのです。ある程度は報酬もご用意しておりますので、お二方のお時間を無駄にするようなこともございませんよ。
聞いた感じ良さそうだけど、お前はどう思う？
Who are the participants anyway? Will there be other commentators?
はい。あなた方以外にも2人評論員をお招きしています。彼らの役目はあなた方とは少々異なります。 学院祭の会場に着いたら司会者の方から詳しい説明があるでしょう。どうです？この依頼を引き受けてくださいますか？
We'll give it a go.
学院祭を楽しめる上に報酬までもらえるなんてめちゃくちゃいいよな。
学院祭のメイン会場はレグザー町付近の郊外にありまして、司会はカリーナと申します。彼女に状況を伝えれば手配してくれるでしょう。もうそろそろ学院トーナメントが始まる時間です。さあ、特別評論員のお二方、順調にいきますように。何かあればいつでも私にお尋ねください。
Okay.
それじゃ出発だ。
Off we go. Off we go. Coming and going. The Parade of Providence, Act 1. Well, head to the venue.
動くべきだ。
It's like somewhere here. Ah, I see. Well then.
皆さん、学院祭の会場へようこそ。これからお見せするのは本トーナメントの商品です。莫大な賞金、プロジェクトのリソース、七星召喚の限定カード、そして彩色の冠をかぶる権利。これは皆さんご存知の通り栄誉の象徴です。
あいつがビカスの言ってたカリーナだよな。今は忙しそうだから後で話しかけに行こうぜ。
彩色の冠、実に完璧な芸術品だ。
あれを見るといつもその美しさについ酔いしれてしまうわね。あれをかぶる資格のある者はきっとえりすぐりの天才でしょう。
Do one of those. That
す
is
でに
just
彩
limited
色の
time.
冠をご覧になっている方や、
And you can only wear that
その
for
伝
like
説を耳にしたことが
almost
あ
a
る
year
方も
till the
多
next
くいらっ
event.
しゃるのではないでしょうか。20年前、サーチェンさんという学者が大枚をはたいてこれ
Yeah,
を買い
sounds
取
like
り
it.
教令員に寄贈してくださいました。そしてこたびの学院トーナメントにおける莫大な賞金も彼からの支援によるもの。大会を始める前に今日ここにはいない彼へ感謝の意を私から伝えさせていただきます。
すべてが悪くなっている。すべてが悪くなってゆく。すべてが悪くなるしかない。
Who are you? What is this place?
人は争いをもたらし、争いは破滅を導く。罪悪の種は初めからとうに。
おい、何ぼーっとしてるんだよ。さ
Well,
っきから呼びかけても返事がなかったけど、寝不足か？まさかまたオイラに隠れて夜更かししてたのかよ。
I was
さて、皆さんも大会の開始を今か今かと待ちわびていらっしゃることでしょう。それではいよいよ待ちに待った6名の学院代表の登場です。その名も
nah.
正論派代表ティナリ。
Nice intro as well.
ソロン派代表セノ。
Great.
メーロン派代表レイラ。
Oh my
シロン
god.
派代表ファルザン。妙論派代表カーベ。そして陰論派代表。おや、陰論派の代表はまだ到着していないのでしょうか。
そんな風にやかましくて無意味な紹介はそこらでやめにした方がいい。
There he is.
おいおい、陰論派の代表がなんで。
来ました。最後の参加選手、陰論派代表カサッチ。
Head guy. No.
あいつカサッチっていうのか？見覚えがあるな。
あ あいつが誰なのか知ってるのか？
外国の学者だって聞いたわよ。何でも陰論派に席を置いてて、時事問題の分析に関する論文をたくさん書いたらしいわ。
I can see that actually.
陰論派の学者のほとんどは彼の言葉遣いが気に入らないみたい。それにいつも神出鬼没で、ほとんど他人との関わりもないしね。
そういった物議は別として、彼の掲げた多くの論点は結構的を置いてるよ。陰論派はここ数年人材が枯渇している。何人かいる有名な人も今は教令員にいないから、選ぶに選べなかったんだろうな。
なんか変だよな。あいつってこんな大会に出るようなやつじゃなかったよな。
There's a catch, obviously. I'm quite puzzled too.
今6名の参加者が出揃いました。試合も間もなく開始です。今回の学院トーナメントのチャンピオンに輝くのは一体誰になるのでしょうか。
Find out in the next episode of oh no, find out right after the break.
こうして見ると学院トーナメントってオイラたちの知り合いがたくさんいるな。そうだ、オイラたちってもうすでに特別評論員なんだよな。みんなの参加理由を知るのもオイラたちの仕事だと思うぜ。
Oh, we get to hear some commentator stuff. That'll be fun.
特に
I like that kind of stuff. Just going over the top. It's
ここにあい
always
つ
a
が
lot of
いる
fun.
のは
But I
なんだ
kinda
か
doubt
変
it.
な気がするぞ。
So, ask the representatives their reason for participation. I see.
二人ともまた会ったね。
ひひ、オイラたちも学院祭に遊びに来たぜ。しかも今は特別評論員をやってるところなんだ。
Hmm.
へえ。特別評論員が写真機で試合の過程を記録してくれるとは聞いてたけど、まさか君たちだったなんてね。
まだ休暇中だからこれだけは言わせてくれ。とても面白いと思わないか？こんな偶然もあるんだな。まさにちょうどグーには必ず善があるような。
Oh my god. No, no.
そういえば正論派の学院代表がティナリで、ソロン派の学院代表がセノみたいだけど、オイラの記憶が確かならお前たちってすでに卒業してないか？卒業してても大会に参加できるのかよ。
やっぱりそういう反応になるよね。実を言うと、自分が学院代表に選ばれたって知った時は君たちよりも驚いたよ。後から知ったんだけど、教令員にいたことがある学者ならみんな参加資格があるらしい。卒業してるかどうかは関係ないんだ。
Suspicious.
もちろん制限がないわけじゃない。例えば賢者は参加禁止だし、大会に出られるのは一人一回だけだ。
そう。それから学院代表の選出方法は2通りあるんだ。一つは自分での応募、もう一つは学院の半数以上の学者に推薦される方法だよ。
Well,
それなら
that means they are
ティ
both
ナリはきっ
pretty
と2つ目の方法で選ばれたんだろ。
pretty popular.
数多くの学者が自分からティナリ先輩のために票を集めたと聞いた。
Yeah, case in
そん
point.
な後輩たちには
Mm-hmm.
もっと学問に集中するようバシッと喝を入れたいって時々思うけどね。
Can you refuse?
もちろん断ってもいいけど、よくよく考えてみたら僕にとっても
Then don't
いい機会
complain.
だと思ってね。来月ガンダルバー村で生態学普及講座をやるんだ。学院トーナメントに参加すれば大会の人気にあやかって事前に宣伝できるだろ。優勝できるかどうかは正直あんまり気にしてないよ。僕のお隣にいる誰かさんとは違ってね。
So you volunteered yourself, so no?
ああ、
Of course
残
he
りわ
is.
ずかな休暇を利用してな。商品に 七星召喚の限定カードがあると聞いて応募した。
Yeah, yeah,
今回のカ
right.
ード
That's
は
his reason.
本当に貴重なんだ。
TCG cards.
逃すには惜しい。
I wonder if
も
there's
しかして
actually limited
1枚限定の
edition cards
強
here.
力なカードとかなのか。
いや、ごく普通のカードだが、カードの表面はキラキラとした
Okay, never mind.
銀色のエフェクトで覆われている。
それって何か役に立つのか？
すごくかっこいい。
それ以外で何に役立つのかって聞いてるんだけど。
理由なんかそれだけで十分だ。俺は全力でチャンピオンを勝ち取り、そいつを俺のデッキに入れる。
僕みたいにカードゲームをあまりやらない人にはわからないよね。ま、みんなそれぞれの参加理由があるわけだから、驚くほどのことじゃないけど。
だな。さて、他のやつの参加理由も聞きに行こうぜ。
Alright.
ん？
Hmm.
ああ、あなたたちか。どうしてここに？
Little preview for Kave.
オイラたち特別評論員をやってるんだ。試合の過程を記録する係なんだぜ。
Hmm.
ほう。ならばわしが優勝する瞬間をしっかり収めてもらわんとな。下から上を映す角度で後ろ姿をクローズアップでたくさん撮るんじゃぞ。その方がより先輩さが増すからの。
決めつけは
Right.
よくありませんよ。
Makes
優
her look
勝す
bigger.
るのはこの僕です。
わしと争おうなぞ100年早いわ。クシャレワーの小僧もルタワヒストのガキンチョもな。
先ほどから
Can you
お聞き
please
したかったん
not
ですが、
insult Lila? Thank you.
ファルザン先輩は私をご存知なんですか？
覚えておらぬのか？時々夜の図書館で会うじゃろうが。お前から声をかけてきたこともあるではないか。
全く記憶にありません。
お
Okay.
かしな話じゃな。まあ今はそんなことに構っておる場合ではない。わしは
I
チ
can't
ロン派
imagine
の
her
名
doing
高
that.
き大先輩ファルザンじゃ。お前はメイロン派のレイラで間違いないな。
はい。
Like, not at all.
これで正
She's
式
way
に
too
知
timid
り
for
合った
that.
と言えるじゃろう。ほれ、至極簡単なことじゃろ。わしはお前のように先輩を尊敬する子が大好きなんじゃ。どうじゃ、この際わしの研究チームに入らんか？
ファルザン先輩、それは学派をまたいでのスカウト行為になるんじゃ。
It does,
あま
but
り強要はしない方が。
does it
そん
matter?
なことは分かっておる。じゃが近頃は本当に人員が見つからんのじゃ。研究経費にしたってあれっぽっちでは。ともかくわしが優勝すれば現状もきっと変わるじゃろ。
True,
もしかして
true.
ファ
Advertisement,
ルザン
right?
は研究経費を増やすために大会に参加したのか？
Mm-hmm.
それだけではないが。なんじゃ、わしの参加理由が気になるのか？そういえばお前たちは特別評論員じゃったな。そんな質問が飛び出すのも一家な不思議ではない。今は入学したばかりの新入生が多い時期じゃが、奴らもきっとこたびの大会には目を向けておることじゃろ。そんな中でわしが優勝すれば評判を聞いて駆けつけてくる学生も後を絶たなくなるはずじゃ。その上優勝すれば学院内のプロジェクトリソースも得られる。研究経費についても一挙
That's the
解
real
決
reason.
というわけじゃ。すまんな、我が後輩たちよ。
There's the
こたび
real
の優
reason.
勝は
More
こ
funding.
のわしがいただく。
私も頑張ってチャンピオンを勝ち取るつもりだよ。少なくとも見苦しい負け方だけはしたくない。レイラはなんで参加したんだ？なぜかすごくたくさんの人が私を推薦してくれたらしいの。応募してなんかないのに目が覚めた
Oh
ら
no.
すでに名前が掲示板に載ってて。
So yeah, she slept through the
ひなり
thing
と
and
ほとん
then
ど一緒ってことか。
Yeah.
きなり先輩もそうなの？
No,
私
I'm not
す
sure
ご
about
く
that.
緊張してるんだ。みんなの期待を裏切ってし
You
ま
might
わ
have
ない
just
か
got
心配
nominated
で
because she didn't
もう
notice,
何日もよく眠れてな
and
いの。
people knew she wouldn't
後
fight
輩よ
back.
緊張することはない。失敗とは成長の過程で皆が経験する必須科目じゃ。でも先輩、私失敗したくないんです。
まずいな。みんなそんなまともな理由で参加してたのか。
And what's your story, Kave? It's money.
絶対に言わなくちゃダメか。
Yes.
お、絶対に言ってくれ。オイラたちが記録してやるぜ。
その、あれだ。わかるだろう。僕は不動産を買いたいんだ。
It's money.
そっか。アルハイゼンのところから引っ越。
アルハイゼン？なんだそれ。なぜそこであいつの名前が？
Genshin not Star Rail? What is this insanity? Hey Mega, what's up? How's it going? Yep, I am not playing Star Rail. Simply because I am not starting another gacha. I'm sticking with Genshin. I know, I must be like the only one playing Genshin right now, right? But that's fine. Paimon is misremembering things. It's going pretty well. Nice.
そうだったな。おかしいな。おいらなぜか言い間違えちゃったぜ。つまり
Right.
トーナメントの賞金で不動産を買いたいっていうのが
Never
理
really
由
gone
なん
to
だな。
Genshin, but you've been enjoying Star Rail quite a bit.
Ah.
Well, that's good.
それからもう一つある。
It's turn-based,
実は
right?
まだ僕が幼かった頃、父も学院トーナメントに参加したことがあるんだ。だが惜しくも優勝はで
Maybe
きなか
that's
った。
why.
だから僕が優勝してあの冠をかぶれば、父の夢を代わりに叶えてあげられ
Also,
るか
from
も
what
し
I've
れな
heard,
い。
it's a bit more
そ
futuristic.
の参加理由は
So if I
悪くない
wasn't
な。
like invested in Genshin, I would definitely check it out as well.
この
But
足が
I
いる
invested
限
in
り
Genshin,
後
and
輩
again,
が
I'm
優
limiting
勝でき
myself
る
to one
確率は
gacha,
高く
period.
ないが、仮にお前が彩色の冠をかぶることができたとすれば、お前の父親もきっと喜ぶと思うぞ。
もうそれは叶わないのです。父は何年も前に亡くなっていて、砂漠へ旅行に行って運悪く流砂に遭遇してしまったらしい。
まさか後輩に
Oh, you
そんな
didn't?
過去があったと
Oh,
は。
okay. I mean, I'm playing with mouse and keyboard
気
because
の
it's
毒じゃ
better,
ったの。
quite frankly. But yeah, you can play with a controller.
もう過ぎた
You
こ
can
と
even
で
play
す。
with the controller on mobile.
人は今を生きなければならない。さあ、話を変えましょう。僕のせいで気まずい雰囲気になったらいけない。
よかろう。さっき賞金で不動産を買いたいと言っておったが、自分で住むようにか？というか、今はどこに住んでおるんじゃ？
それは。
ちと変じゃな。さっきはアルハイゼンの名も聞こえたが、あやつはわしらチロン派の人間じゃろ？
Nah, I'm not
お
hiding
前た
anything.
ち、何かわしに隠しておる秘密で
Every
も
time you
あ
tried
る
it, you
の
felt the
か？
weight of the content you would have to consume to catch up.
考えすぎ
Yeah,
ですよ。
yeah, that is a very valid reason. There's just so much.
おいらは何も知らないぞ。そうね。
It's good
さて
though.
他の参加者にインタビュー
It's
してくるぜ。
really good. Didn't we just? Oh no, we forgot. You. Like, don't hashtag someday, yeah. So here's the thing, right? So the initial area, Mondstadt and Liu, they are nice, right? Going into the game, not knowing what the others look like, it's a very pretty game. And then you get to Inazuma, which is still my favorite area. And Inazuma has this air of mysticism around it. It is really, really, really nice. Now, you could argue it's using a bit too much purple color. But again, it is the atmosphere in Inazuma is just something else. And then there's Smeru, which is just here. Like the jungle area, just real rainforest area, just looks nice. It doesn't quite match the atmosphere in Inazuma though, in my opinion. And then you have the vast desert, which honestly it's a desert, right? But they did such a good thing to make the desert not empty but still look like a desert. Like this is really good. But Inazuma is still my favorite area. Oh, variety, yeah.
お前は
Unfortunately, the variety is only really like it has variety, but it is a lot of the same thing in one area, and it takes a while for you to get to the new stuff, right? So in that regard, maybe it's got only like macro variety, but if you just play through it, you will have a lot of the same back to back to back until you are done, and then you move on to the next thing.
カサッチ陰謀派にはその名前で登録してある。
カサッチってどう考えてもあだ名だろ。名前に聞こえないぞ。
いたって普通の名前だろ。何がいけないんだい。
But I'm usually on top of the content, so I don't have this getting overwhelmed by content issue at all.
学院トーナメントに参加したんだ。オイラたちは特別評論員なんだ。
So yeah, there's
質
that.
問に答えてくれよな。
質問に答える気はない。たとえマハマトラが来たって無駄だよ。って言ったらどうする？
お前。
Hashtag someday. Yeah. Exactly.
今回の目的は誰にも言わないって人と約束しているとだけ言っておこう。
20 games.
まさか裏で何か企んでたりしないよな。
Tell me about it. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 DLC right now. Oh, so good. So good. We have Zelda soon. You really need to fix Strategy Survivor. What do I need to fix? Are you talking about VRAM? Because you need to realize that there's nothing to fix. You just can't play it at max settings without a high-end... no? Okay. What else is there? I only know about the VRAM issue. Which, you know, is not an issue. It's just that people need to get their head out of their ass and realize that the days of 8GB video cards are just over. The PlayStation 5 has 16GB of shared RAM, so you need to at least consider that probably 12 gigs of that 16 gigs is used for video memory on the PlayStation 5. You need a bit more on PC to match that. It's like 16 gigs on PC is what you need now. You turned it all the way down to medium and it was still playing like shit. That's interesting. I've not heard of that. $3070 Ti, what's that? Uh, 8 gig? You need to go too low for that one. Like texture details too low and stuff like that. Forget about playing on medium.
さあね、僕が何をする気か当ててみてよ。
もう頭きたぞ。もういい。じゃあ参加した理由じゃなくて他の質問をしてやる。お前一体なんで陰謀派に入ったんだよ。
That is correct, yes. You can thank Nvidia for that. Like, that's just Nvidia's greed on not putting enough VRAM on it. I mean, I don't wanna like, you know, butt heads with you. It's just that 8 gigs is no longer enough it's the writing has been on the wall for a while now. Although I personally don't know the VRAM usage on 1080p specifically, because I'm mostly playing 1440p, right? And it's quite a bit higher. And I already noticed at 1440p that some games would back then cap out my 1080 Ti with 11 gigs. And that was like 2 to 3 years back. So that's the reason why I didn't go for 3080, by the way. Because I said, no, I'm not downgrading to 10 gigs. No, it's not this game specifically. It's this era of games where PlayStation 4 is no longer a consideration.
まったく
You'll see more and more of these games. Like anything that's Unreal Engine 5 specifically is gonna need way more VRAM. Now, not all games need to be played on low. That's not a thing. But there's gonna be more and more of them. And you can probably get away with, you know, not everything on low, but there's gonna be like this one setting that needs to be low or something. Like this, there's gotta be like one that is like really VRAM hungry that you can just turn down, and that's, and the rest, some other things you can set to high or something. Yeah. Fortnite in Unreal Engine 5, basically every fancy feature in by default. That's not true. As far as I know. Specifically. Fortnite is just tuned to work on everything, right? So yeah, it's Fortnite exactly. Now I will say that this jump to more VRAM happened quite fast, right? Because a while ago it was like, yeah, 8 gigs is no longer going to be enough, and now we are looking at, you need 12 gigs, all of a sudden 12 gigs for 1080p. We are at that point right now. It's like, what the fuck? What happened? Why so fast?
その後、暇だったから、ついでに稲妻の社会問題についても少し批評した。だけどよもや、
Like 12 gigs for 1080p maxed out, right? I'm talking maxed out.
挙句の果てには、講座に来ないか、なんて言ってくる者まで現れた。どこまでも、愚昧な奴らの独りよがりな思い込みさ。少し話せば解ける程度の誤解に過ぎなかった。
But I guess PlayStation 5 happened and
この件を
Xbox.
知ったクラクサ・ナリテビが勝手に僕の陰謀派の学籍を手配したんだ。カサッチという名前でね。
It really sucks. It really sucks, especially because Nvidia is just so stingy with VRAM, right? You get AMD cards at that price range, and it's like, yeah, 16 gigs, here you go. Like, okay, thanks, yeah, that's fine. And then there's the 4070 Ti with 8 gigs as well, new graphics card. Like, or was it 4070? Or did the Ti? I forgot. But yeah, it's like, no, no.
話はここまでだ。僕よりも他の人に目を向けた方がいい。もうじき誰かが不幸に見舞われる。さて、それは誰だろうね。
But yeah. I think there needs to be an analysis, like, at least for the time being, as a stopgap solution. Like, which settings are the most VRAM hungry, so that you can still like get the most out of your GPU. Because like Nvidia, the GPU cores themselves are freaking fast. It's just that, yeah, memory. It's like, god damn it.
話は聞いています。ミカスが招待した特別評論員のお二人ですね。先ほどはお話が盛り上がっていたようですので、お邪魔しないようにと近くで待っていました。今お時間をいただいてもよろしいですか？
I'm saying all these things because that's what I've heard, right? I don't actually know what's going on with Jedi Survivor specifically. I just know, I've just heard that it like uses 12 gigs at 1080p, or wants to use 12 gigs at 1080p. But that's maxed out. I don't know medium. But you could just, I mean, boot it up, check Task Manager, I guess. The last, like I've managed to max out my 4090 with, well, AI. That's not the same, but yeah, things happened. Use 12 gigs of regular RAM. That's nothing. Well, yeah, no, that's nothing. Honestly, it's fine. For a video game nowadays, that's totally appropriate, more or less. All right.
オイラたちもちょうどお前と話したいと思ってたところだ。
それはよかった。では特別評論員の詳しい仕事についてご説明しますね。まず
I'm
こ
gonna
の
be very
2つを
interested
お
in
受け取り
that.
ください。1つ目は教令員特製の写真機です。これを使って
Another
試合
camera,
の記
okay.
録をお願いします。2つ目は試合専用のアラートデバイスで参加者の位置をマークしてくれるものです。参加者が試合の任務を完了した際も音で知らせてくれます。
So when I did some stable diffusion training, and I capped out my GPU VRAM because I did some experiments. Everything GPU accelerated crashed. Like I was watching BGG stream, gone. Chrome, multiple tabs, just gone. Like, okay. Today's a safe day. What's up? Yes, today is safe. How are you doing? 21 gigs of VRAM is outrageous. You don't think anything other than the 4090 has that in 4090 and the 3090. Yeah, 3090, 3090i and 4090 has that in a consumer card. So you have 3 high-end cards essentially. Well, AAA game at max details with a $2,000 GPU. I think that is fine. The thing is, thanks to PlayStation 4 being a limit, like kind of the go-to design, whatever you want to call it, has made the PC just so overpowered in comparison that when you play a game on PC and you have a relatively decent GPU, you can just max it out. It's just fine without consideration. Like, fine. But if you think back a few years, you couldn't play all the games at max details with anything but the highest end GPU, and even those struggled. Like, granted, Crysis is not the best thing to compare against because that game has issues, but that's like what I'm alluding to, right? But at least you shouldn't have to drop down to low. I would agree with that. You used to do some CUDA coding back in the day, work on some image processing, but that really made everything else you wanted to run on it really unusable, unstable. Yeah, kind of like it works, but as soon as you run CUDA and you run out of VRAM, it's just game over. It's just game over. That moment when your mouse cursor moves at 10 FPS, it's like, yeah.
なんだかすごく便利そうな道具だな。
あなた方以外にも評論員は2名います。ですが、彼らは基本的に評論席の近くにいることになるので、それぞれの参加者の行動を記録することはありません。そういえば、お二人のことはあなた方もご存知のはずですね。
Yep, this is a new event.
アルハイゼンさんとニー
We
ロンさん
just
ですよ。
started.
おお、あいつらだったのか。後で挨拶に行っておくぜ。
Did the other, like, finish the other events before? And, well, here we are.
他にご質
I haven't
問
really
はあ
done
りますか
anything yet. It's just like event story for now. Have you seen a white-haired man around?
どうしてそのようなことを？
To focus on Star Rail right now. Don't miss it though. Unless, you know, you say, okay, you wanna focus more on Star Rail. Yeah, 25, okay. How long is this event? 16 days still. I saw someone like that on the stage earlier. It started yesterday.
そうなんですか？私は気がつきませんで
The
した
other
けど。
event
い
is
つその方を
ends
ご覧に
in
なり
like
ました？
on Sunday. If you haven't finished it yet. It's really short too, so yeah. Just before the Academia representative went on stage.
ああ、
Yeah,
お
there
か
was no
し
one
いです
there.
ね。あの時は私もずっと舞台上にいたのですが、誰も見ませんでしたよ。
Hmm.
うん。
Of
おいらも
course
見
not.
てないぜ。
きっと見間違いでしょう。でも、もしまた新しい手がかりを手に入れたら、お気軽にご連絡ください。
VRAM as well? Interesting. FPS won't go. That's weird. And you have 5900X, so you shouldn't be CPU bound at all. Huh. Well, I know the load like indicator in Task Manager for the GPU is basically just guesswork, but the VRAM one is actually pretty accurate, at least for allocation. CPU switch, well, the thing is, there could be like one thread that is limiting everything, right? So you kind of need to have a look at the thread load. NVIDIA dashboard is basically the same thing. Like, the GPU load is really difficult to actually like figure out. I guess the best way to do it is actually look at the power consumption. Right? Power consumption is a good indicator of how loaded your GPU is. Anything else is more or less guesswork, just based on how they work. Wow, everyone is here. Hot damn. Pretty much even across the... Okay. Hmm.
ご友人のようですね。それでは私はここで失礼
Yeah,
しま
that's
す。
weird.
どうぞ学院祭をお楽しみください。
Like, that's really weird. There's gotta be a bottleneck then. Simply because games don't have even CPU load. Period. They just don't have that.
彼らの行為を断れなくて。
来たからにはそんな複雑なことは考えるなって。学院祭はお祭りとまではいかないが、スメールシティじゃみんな知ってる盛大な会なんだぜ。四方八方から商人がやってきて出店するんだ。食べるものから使うもの、着るものまで数えきれないほどな。
You run into a
前からあん
bottleneck
たに
elsewhere.
は何着か服を買ってやりたかったんだ。仕事とプライベートで同じ服を着てるやつがいるかっての。
Well, you.
はい、私もとても楽しみです。こうして肩の力を抜いて辺りを散策できるだけでもとても嬉しいですから。
旅人、
Maybe it's like fast VSync or
あんたらも
something.
一緒に来るか？
一緒に行きたいのは山々なんだけど、おいらたちまだ仕事が残ってるんだ。
そいつは残念だ。
Huh.
時間が空いたら一緒に買い物にでも行こうぜ。じゃあ私たちは先に行くぜ。いい服もいい生地も早いもん勝ちだからな。出遅れたら逃しちまう。おっと、それからアクセサリーもいくつか買わないとな。
急がずゆっくり回った方がきっと楽しいですよ。ではお二人ともさようなら。一息ついたらいつでも会いに来てくださいね。 まさかリシアとキャンディスも来てるなんてな。あいつらと一緒に遊ぶのが楽しみだぜ。あ、そろそろ試合が始まるみたいだ。アルハイゼンのところに行ってみようぜ。
Okay. What exactly is the description for this one? Oh, is it quests? Yeah. And consistent carry the tracking devices. The locator can display their general location. Additionally, should the contestants successfully complete their task, locator will also sound. Also, I saw this one, so obviously we are going to put in some things. There you go. Transmute.
律流チョック。
岩山八九。
この件はわかるかい？はっはっ。や。
Now it is Odin for Genshin. You pour in a lot of time in the first half of the week to get everything unlocked, then it's just yeah, that's true. That's so true. Still only getting 40. Yeah, no, that's not okay. That's not okay. But that does mean it's not VSync at least. Huh. And that's at 1080, right? Yeah, but still.
この件はわかるかい？形は精神と。
Like I'd probably put it to 1080 for an academic test, just to see, right, if it goes faster or not. Forms didn't actually change. Oh boy. Yeah, that's weird.
これより規定に従い、第1ラウンドの試合内
In
容を
that
説
case,
明
there's
する。
probably a bug somewhere. Yep. Yep.
実は先ほどの開幕式で、教練員のスタッフたちがカゴいっぱいの蝶をいくつか放った。今や相当の数の蝶がスメールシティ内を飛び回っている。それら蝶の中に3匹だけ特殊に飼育された迅速飛鳥がいる。一般の蝶とは外見が異なり、飛行速度も少しばかり速い。本ラウンドの目標は迅速飛鳥を捕まえ、俺の元に持ってくること。蝶を見つけたのが早かったものから、それぞれ3ポイント、2ポイント、1ポイントを獲得できる。
Okay.
以上が第1ラウンドの試合内容だ。不明点については他のスタッフに聞いてほしい。
Yeah, the stuff has a name.
相変わらず市場は一切挟まないって感じの仕事ぶりだな。っていうか、
Right.
どういう経緯であいつは特別評論員になったんだ？すっごく気になるぞ。
Yeah,
この
that
広
seems
いスメ
weird.
ールシティで他のとは違うたった3匹の蝶々を見つけるなんてどう考えても不可能。
迅速飛鳥の習性が一般的な蝶と似たものなら。
俺は先に行く。スメールシティをくまなく捜索するには結構な時間がかかるからな。
もう行くのか？
勝者とは常に勝利への道を歩むものだ。
クシャレワーの後輩よ。わしに一つ計画があ
Oh,
る。
I have
ど
an
うじゃ？
idea.
わしと組まんか？
一緒に組む。
You should probably open up hardware info
こういう難しい試合になると、みん
and
なそれぞれの考えがある
check
みたい
if
だ
your
な。
GPU actually gets out of
からがオイ
of
ラ
power
たちの出
saving
番だ
mode.
よな。まずはあいつらの反応を見てみようぜ。
There were a few games that had this kind of bugs for some reason, where the GPU actually
おい見ろ
wouldn't
よ。
do
あいつ
anything.
もオイラたちと同じように他の参加者を観察してないか？
That was on AMD though, but hey, Nvidia isn't immune to bugs, so.
前にわしらが作ったものを覚えておるか？
それって。
あやつらの出番じゃよ。神戸とファルザンは一体何を計画してるんだ？
ああ、今ファルザン先輩と。
I could love to debug it, but I can't.
またんか、ここは人目が多い。今はまだ秘密にしておいた方がいいじゃろ。安心せい。お前たちもじきに見られる。さあ行くぞ。他の奴らより先に動かなくてはな。
よし、ゼンは急げだ。今すぐ準備に取り掛かろう。じゃあまたな。
Well, now this commentating thingy is gonna work here.
必要なのはこれくらいかな。何か問題はありそう？
薬はほとんど持ってきてるよ。残りも買えると思う。これいい。お前も来てたんだな。
It is in fact working. Wow.
何かいい方法を思いついたか？
たとえ変異体
Yeah,
であって
then
も
I'm just
生
what the
物の
fuck.
基本的習性が大きく変わることはないと判断したんだ。だからその習性を利用して迅速飛鳥をおびき出そうとしてるところ。もちろん僕の推測が間違っている可能性もあるよ。変異というのは全く新しい可能性を意味するからね。特に人工的な誘導による変異ならなおさら。詳しくは実験が終わった後にまた話すよ。今はコレイと実験に必要な薬剤を買いに行かないといけないんだ。また後でね。
What is VRAM, man? Is it like 4 gigs, 6 gigs?
思うように言ってないのか？
どうすればいいかまだ全然思いつかないんだ。迅速飛鳥って何
I
色
can't
なの
expect it to
か、
be like that in that.
特別な模様はあるのか、普通の蝶々と何が違うのか、こういった一番基礎的なことすら分かってない。今まで学んできた知識が全く役に立たなくて。
君たち星を研究する者は有能なんだろ？先生術を使えばいいじゃないか。
あなたはカサッチ選手？
もしかして昼は先生術が使えないのかい？
Not sure
ど
where
う
to
や
check
らあまり
that.
役に立たない技術のようだ。
Give me a second. I'm pretty sure Hardware Info has that as well, but I don't wanna lie. So I'm obviously double checking that myself. Yep. So, this is gonna be great because unfortunately it's all localized, so it doesn't really help you a lot, but there. Surprisingly, window capture is oh, that's the right thing. Surprisingly, window capture is at the bottom. So you have the can you capture my mouse, please? It's set to capture that, but there we go. So you have your GPU unit, right? Tab thingy, and then you have all of the also Genshin's running 66 watts, pretty good. Of the performance metrics here, and you also have your VRAM usage here. Apart from there's just the core load, and also interesting the bus load and the memory controller load. So yeah, but I think there's multiples of these, and there's one that should look somewhat like this, where you have basically everything. So yeah. %? Yup, it's full.
ううん。昼だとしても、
effectively.
先生術を使う方法はあるよ。正番があれば。
I'm surprised.
じゃあどうして使
I
わない
didn't
んだ
expect it to struggle with 8 gigs on
ア
very
ストロ
low.
ーギスとモナメギストス先輩が言ってたん
What
だ。
the fuck? Wow.
先生術で自分に属さない利益を過度に求める者はいずれ星空の祝福を失うことになるって。あ、これは学術観光物で読んだの。
I'm speechless.
私モナ先輩の書き物が好きなんだ。
考えすぎだよ。力なんてものは道具に過ぎない。君には冠をかぶる決意がないようだね。その甘い考えのままでせいぜいあがくといい。
なんだよ、勝手にいろいろ言っておいて勝手に言っちゃったぞ。
ごめん。私何か間違ったことを言っちゃったかな。
No, it's just good to have your own convictions. It was just a difference in perspective, that's all.
ありがとう。やっぱり先生術は使わないでシティで運試ししてみるよ。実は私観察が得意なの。運が良ければあの特別な蝶々を見つけられるかも。
早くシティに行こう。セノ様が迅速市長を見つけたらしい。
Oh wow, already, that's fast.
本当か？どこだ？
蝶は高いところを飛んでいて、セノ様が今追いかけてるところみたいだ。
今すぐ行こう。
さすがセノ先輩。あなたたちも見に行った方がいいんじゃない？セノ先輩が蝶々を捕まえる瞬間はきっと記録しておいた方がいいよ。後で私もシティに行って探すから、またその時に会おう。
じゃあ先にセノのところに行ってから他のやつらを見に行こうぜ。
I don't know what the game is doing, but I've also talked to a friend of mine who is actually a game developer. Oh, I never noticed that the characters are now also marked here. But yeah, he told me that we should expect games to come out soon that will need like 32 gigs of VRAM and more, because developers will start using like AI generated textures soon, and that stuff, like generating that stuff on the fly, takes a lot of VRAM. Like you said, it's gonna take them about 2 years, and then we'll get there. I kind of doubt that, but it's interesting times ahead. That's all I can say. I kind of doubt that. Yeah, that basically means it doesn't run on any current GPU period.
私もそろそろ行こうかな。シティあたりで運試ししてみるよ。
Yeah, no, I also doubt that. You don't need that much VRAM for image generation. I've tried. Even for a lot of different ones. But yeah. I think he was a bit overzealous. But he makes a good point. Like AI image like texture generation is definitely gonna be a thing. Yeah, technology exists, but shipping a product aimed at the general public, yeah, I do agree. Well, it's fine as long as you can make the game runnable on like lower end hardware still, right? As long as that's the thing, it's fine. I mean, let's be honest here. You say 1995. Let's look at ray tracing today. It is still not playable. It's good for screenshots, but like even full on like path tracing, forget about it. You can't play video games like that. Even though Nvidia wants you to believe that's true. No, you can't. You can turn it on and it looks nice. And then you turn it off and play the game.
行くで。
Oh, nope. Cyberpunk is fine with normal ray tracing. If you enable the path tracing, even with DLSS, it's gonna... Yeah. No. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
セナ、やっと見つけたぜ。って、まさか、あれが
Like the normal ray tracing is... It works. Like, especially if you limit yourself to shadows and reflections, that's... Cyberpunk works just fine.
探していた蝶じゃない。これは。やっと上まで来られた。セノ、迅速飛鳥を捕まえたと聞いた。どんな見た目なのか見せてくれ。
Have you actually tried comparing Cyberpunk? Ray tracing was not ray traced. I did, and I was not that impressed. Like don't get me wrong, the shadows look really good, but if you move around in the city, you don't notice the difference. Unfortunately, you just don't. Reflections even less. Well, it depends on the scene. But in the city, reflections don't... Unless you look specifically for that kind of stuff, you don't notice it either.
またんか後輩よ。考え方を変えれば、お前の作った偽の蝶は、
The global illumination is when it actually becomes
素晴らし
amazing.
いとは思わんか?
They do for you? Maybe my test scene wasn't that great, but it didn't make like that much of a difference during gameplay for me. If you just stand still and admire the scenery, then I totally agree. I totally agree. But if you actually play the game, then it's like... You released bait.
ああ、前に室内のデザインをしたとき、壁の増加があまりにも単調だったから、
I think you need both GI and shadows. In combination, you get a way better effect.
小型で敏捷な機械の蝶を作るために、わざわざファルザン先輩にご指導いただいたのさ。そして今回、僕とファルザン先輩は、その機械の蝶をすべてシティ内へ放った。
それって何の意味があるんだ? そんなことも聞かねばわからんのか。今の若者は本当に見識が狭いの？お前たちはあれをやったことがないのか？竹竿に紙をくくりつけ、それを花畑で振り回して大量の蝶をおびき寄せる遊びを。
No, I don't think we've done that before. Yeah, no.
まさか。
そうじゃ。スメールシティ内の蝶はわしらの機械おとりを同類とみなし、その後をついていく。わしらはおとりを放って回収するだけでシティ内の蝶を一網打尽にできる。迅速飛鳥の選別は後からすればよい。
You can run out of this GPU until path tracing becomes more of a normal thing. Yeah, I do agree. Like, I would have still had my 3090 if it didn't blow up, right? I wouldn't have gone 4090. Why would I? 3090, perfectly fine. Enough VRAM, whatever. I'm gonna, like, as long as this card works, I'm gonna skip a few gens as well. Like, why? Unless, of course, games just start playing like shit. I hope that's not gonna happen, but anytime soon. But, yeah. I also don't play that many AAA games, if I'm being completely honest. I mean... Yeah, no, not really. Not really.
そんな方法があったのか。先輩の知恵をなめるでないぞ。わしは
And the 49 is survived Rise R3, right? So there's that. So we are past the
も
worst.
ちろん後輩がこれほど良い出来の機械の蝶を作ったおかげでもある。どうやらクシャレワーもここ数年無駄に流れておったわけではないようじゃな。少なくとも教育においては成果を出せた。
Overwatch and Call of Duty, I mean, those games are optimized to work on basically anything anyway, so yeah, it's fine.
僕は得意なことをやったので、アイデアは先輩
Like
の
they
も
have
のです
settings
よ。
for
謙
anything,
遜するでない。
both
シテ
being
ィ内の蝶を一網打尽にしたら
esports games
このラ
essentially,
ウンドの試合ポイントを分け合おう。
Overwatch at least.
すでに機械おとりが戻ってきておる。なぜおとりの後ろに何もおらんのじゃ？わしはとうとう老眼にでもなったのか？そうじゃなくて本当に何もないぞ。お前たちの方法が役に立たなかったみたいだ。
どうやら試合
I
は
am
ま
glad
だ
I
続
have
いている
the
ようだ。
4090 though, because I would have run again with Stable Diffusion into some pretty nasty issues without it.
まさか何か他の
Doing
ものに
insane
蝶が注意を
resolution
したのか？
shredding.
行くぞ後輩。おとりが飛んできた方
Having
角を
VRAM
探すのじゃ。
there is nice.
おいらたちも見に行ってみようぜ。
Follow them, we can do that. Do you doubt it? Call of Duty Modern Warfare looks way better. Are you sure? I've heard that the Jedi game looks amazing. Again, I don't have the game. I have no comparison, I'd hearsay. I am not interested in the game either, so yeah. Oh, look at that. Well, someone won.
ファルザン、神戸、なんで立ち止まるんだよ。あ、無理だの若造の仕業じゃったか。
不思議だろ。蝶がここに集まっているのは僕が特別なお香を使ったからなんだ。
Yeah, visual
お香の
styles
中に
are
は
a thing, right?
種類の異なる花の蜜を3つ入れた。蝶がその香りをたどってここへ来れば次第に僕の周りに集まるようになる。
じゃあ蝶々は鼻がよく効くんだね。でも蝶々に鼻ってあるの？見たことないけど。
蝶に鼻はないよ。目も良くないしね。
There's an interview with one of the Call of Duties VFX artists, I want to say, that like talks a bit about the state of GPU hardware and console hardware, and like what they did for the game to run well on was it Broken Silicon from it was on the Broken Silicon podcast from Moore's Law is Dead. That was an interesting interview. They also talk about the VRAM problematic with current gen, well, with NVIDIA GPUs mostly.
でも蝶は触覚で匂いを分別することができる。しかもその嗅覚はとても発達していて、遥か遠くにある花の香りも感知できるくらいなんだ。
Yeah, it was
そうだったんだ。
it was very interesting.
僕も昔
Bit long
蝶々
though,
を飼
but
った
yeah.
ことがあるよ。外で取ったお花を飼育ケースに入れたことがあるけど食べてくれなかった。
それが普通だよ。蝶の飼育は難しくないけど、注意すべき点がいろいろとあるんだ。例えば、気温が適しているかどうか、空気が足りているかどうか、十分な空間があるかどうかとかね。それから餌が彼らの好みに合っているかも考えなくちゃならない。一番重要なのは好奇心に駆られたからといって蝶の休息を邪魔しないこと。ストレスを与えてしまうからね。
ごめんなさい。僕
Let's
いつ
see.
も指で羽をつついてた。
人間は鑑賞用に生き物をたくさん飼育するけど、全ての生き物が飼育に適しているわけじゃないんだ。命を世話するというのはとても大変なんだよ。少なくとも事前に関連知識を学ぶことだね。 一時の衝動に駆られちゃいけないよ。
すっごい物知りなんだな。
俺も一つ聞かせて。前成金中を一匹買ったんだけど、ずっと元気がないみたいなんだ。どうしてか見てほしいんだけど。
私明細帳を買いたいんだけど、何か注意しなきゃいけないことはある？
リシュボラントラって買えますか？
うん。みんな聞きたいことが山ほどあるみたいだね。でも僕は今学院トーナメントに参加してる最中で、あいにく答える時間がないんだ。こうしよう。来月ガンダルバー村で生き物に関する普及講座を開くから、その時に生き物の面白い知識について話すよ。
And I haven't actually watched this one, but I still need to. There's a second one with an Unreal Engine
講座が終
developer.
わったらすべて答えてあげる。
やった！絶対行くよ！
それから質問は常識の範囲内でね。例えばリシュボラントラが飼えるかどうかだけど、それは君がリシュボラントラに勝てるかどうかによるからね。
ティナリも順調に講座の宣伝ができてるみたいだな。結構いい感じだぞ。
まずい、うっかりわしも聞き入ってしまったわい。さすがはコレイの師匠、幾分か講師の貫禄がある。
先輩、近くを調べたんですが、ここの蝶はほとんどが王侯に引き寄せられてしまっています。
Correct.
機械おとりをもっと遠くへ放ってこのエリアを避けるべきですよ。
ならば行動を起こすか。蝶を全部取られてはならん。
なんか試合が白熱してきたな。他の参加者は何をしてるのか見に行ってみようぜ。
Correct. Okay, well.
匂いがだんだん薄れてきてるね。
Oh.
風が思ったより強い。これじゃお香も長く
So
は持
even
たない。
his plan isn't all that. Okay, well. So we know Sinnoh is still up. Is he up there or is he on the ground? I think he's higher up, right? Yeah, he's still on the tree. When you get that hardware and software push and pull each other more and more innovation, this kind of sucks because not only does it the consumer, it ultimately hurts IPs because sales determine future titles. So doing this on a sequel, oh right, it's a sequel, isn't it? Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Yeah. Okay, he's lower. Oh, there we go.
思った以上に時間がかかる。
Huh? Okay, and then they are here. Oh, there are speech bubbles on the characters that we need to talk to. Ah. Well, I guess that's why a lot of developers actually don't switch up engines for sequels, because they know the engine's gonna work on... Well, it also makes things easier, let's be honest. You have all the assets ready and whatnot, potentially, or parts of them. But yeah, still, you also have the added benefit that you actually know that, yeah, it's gonna run. Oh no, don't worry about it, nigga. It's definitely, I mean, it is a topic that I'm interested in, right? So, it's nice to have these kinds of conversations, but don't apologize for that. At all. If I wasn't interested in this stuff, we wouldn't have this conversation, right?
でも、蝶々によく似た機械のからくりなら何匹か捕まえたよ。一体どこから来たんだろう。
どうやらどこもかしこもファルザンとカーベの放った機 長でいっぱいみたい
In
だ
the same
な。
engine. Ah.
もう少し頑張って探してみるよ。あ、でもね、
Okay, well,
さっき気づいたんだけど、 シ
and
テ
then
ィ
they
にいた
just
蝶
fucked
々が
up.
結構減ってるの。多分他の参加者が捕まえる方法を思いついたのかも。私も注意深く観察しなきゃ。ん？あ、これって
Ooh. Could it be a swift fly? Looks interesting.
まさかここで会えるなんて。あとは捕まえればいいんだよね。
Yeah, just catch the flying bug.
止ま
It's
ってて。
fine.
あ、行っちゃった。
すごい速さだったぞ。アルハイ
Is that a butterfly? I was thinking the same thing. Like, what?
そんな程度じゃなかったぞ。
待って。
おいらたちも行こう。アラートデバイスが鳴ったぞ。
Like the body was way too.
誰かが迅速市長を捕まえたみたいだ。
Hey, we can catch it. You can too. Oh, well, we can't shoot it.
アラートデバイスがまた鳴った。他にも終わらせたやつがいる
But yeah,
のか？
it's definitely
ことはレイラが今追いかけてるのが最後の迅速市長ってことかよ。
got the makings of a bird, that's for sure.
ああ、
Or moth.
今思い出し
But
た
even
んだが
then.
あんたにもメイクボックスを買わないとな。
いいですよ。どうせ使いませんから。
普段は使わないかもしれないけど、手元に一つ置いておいたって損はないだろ。まあまあ、私を信じろって。
Oh.
お？誰だ？
Oh, I
私に
see.
何か用か？
Nah.
動かないで。
Uh-oh.
動くのだと。誰の差し金だ？
リシュ。
安心しろ。ちょっとしたトラブルさ。って何するんだよ。
Well. Ah. Get wrecked.
これを探していたのですね。はい、どうぞ。
省庁？私の頭に止まってたのか。
Who sent you?
あなたは。お久しぶりですね、レイラさん。
友達か？あ、もしかして前に言ってた。
おい、お前らいつの間に知り合ってたんだ？
ああ、だいぶ前からだよ。初めての無友から目が覚めたとき、なぜか R 村にいたの。
You need to fix your
キャンディ
sleepwalking
スさんのお
habits,
世
I
話
know.
になって。
I'm just saying.
具合があまり良くなかったようなので、
Maybe lock the
食べ
door
物
or
をご馳
something.
走したんです。その時、レイラさんからはいろいろと難しい話もお聞きしました。占い、夜空、夜星、どれもロマンチックな響きです。あ、それよりも、この蝶々はいりますか？この子を追って走っていらっしゃったのが見えたのですが、私には必要のないものです。あなたもいらないようでしたら、このまま放ちますが。
First time I
遠慮する
woke
な。
up sleepwalking in a completely different village, like,
迅
okay.
速市長ってめちゃくちゃ素早いのに、あんなに簡単に捕まえるなんて。
そうですか？私はそれほど早いとは。逆に傷つけてしまわないか心配でしたよ。何事もなく捕まえられてよかったです。
さっきは悪かっ
Candon's
たな。
actually
いきなり
Sonic.
近づいてくるもん
She's
だから。
already kind of
てっきり
bluish,
どっか
so
からの
there's
視覚
that.
かと思ったぜ。まあ、目に夜更かしのクマがある視覚なんて
More
い
like
ないか。
purple, but hey, whatever.
あん
Details.
た、試合に参加してるのか？それがどれだけあんたにとって重要だとしても、休息はきちんと取れよ。
はい、気をつけます。ありがとう。
じゃあ、私たちは買い物の続きをしてくるぜ。またな。
Yeah, exactly,
レイ
right?
ラと一緒に迅速市長を連れて戻ろうぜ。
The only difference being that Ken is actually hot. So is that. Whee! But yeah, and she's also definitely able to cast you into the Shadow Realm, if you know what I mean. Alright. So, as it was a weird event so far.
第2ラウンドも引き続き頑張ってくれ。解散。
アルハイゼンさん、相変わらず締めの挨拶が急だね。
ニーロ、君もこういうスタイルを取れば、より自由に生きられると思うよ。
ちょっと待った。1位と2位は誰だったんだ？ 1位はティナリさんだよ。
Of course.
2位はまだ相談中なの。
It's being discussed.
おい、アルハイゼン。いい方法を思いついたぞ。2位は2ポイント獲得できるんだろ。
Oh, because they handed them in together.
君の想像力には感服せざるを得ない。だが、トーナメントのマニュアルには、初めから最後に至るまで、そんなルールはない。
Well?
なら今付け加えろ。
そんなことを俺がやるとでも。
僕の優勝を邪魔したいのか？
その甘い考えを、書面でトーナメント委員会に提出してみるといい。3営業日以内に返事がもらえるだろう。
いくらなんでも遅すぎる。
仕方ないだろ。夢を見るにも時間は必要だ。
そっか。2匹目の迅速飛鳥はカーベとファルザンが同時に見つけたんだな。でも試合のルールじゃ1人しかポイントがもらえないんだ。
仕方ないの。わしを敬って先輩と呼び、謙虚にアドバイス
Yeah, I
を
was
も
going
ら
to say
い
they
に来た
could
過
have
去
an
に免じて、
agreement,
今回のポイントは
and then maybe
お
for the
前に
next
譲ろう。
rounds, if the situation happens again, they turn it
カーベ
around.
さんにつけるね。
いや、ダメだ。僕がポイントを取ったら、ファルザン先輩の功績が全てなくなってしまうじゃないか。たとえ先輩がいいと言っても、僕は平然と受け入れられない。
わしは気にしておらんぞ。まだ2試合も残っておるんじゃ。1試合目を逃したところで構わん。じゃが、そんなにこだわるのであれば、わしもいい方法を思いついておる。くじ引きで決めるのはどうじゃ？
I guess that's fair.
くじか。
Kabe's gonna lose that
問題
though.
があるか？
いや、その方法でいきましょう。
じゃあ、くじ引きに使う紙を用意してくるね。ちょっと待ってて。
Everybody watches Kabe suffer a glorious and defeat, yeah.
本当にも
う。すまんな、後輩。どうやら運はわしを味方してくれたようじゃ。
Yeah, no, Kabe just
これは
doesn't
先
have
輩が
any
受け
luck.
取るのが当然です。僕はただ自分の運の悪さを嘆いているんだ。はあ、これだから普段の生活でもいろいろと悩みが絶えないんだろ
う。確かに運が悪いくせにくじ引きで勝負を決めてもいいというものはそういないだろうな。
君なんかに何がわかる。僕はただ。
弁論は後で聞こう。ポイントはファルさんにつける。これで第1ラウンドの試合は終わりだ。第2ラウンドの試合は砂漠で行われる。その際は、俺たち評論席側の者も R 村に移動する。時間になったら R 村で集合しよう。第2ラウンドの内容はその時に説明する。それまでは自由行動だ。俺は速やかに帰らせてもらう。それでは。
アルハイゼン
Yeah, you do not want to argue with him.
あんまり落ち込まないで。ため息をつくと運気が逃げちゃうよ。
そうなのか。
Actually, you just can't. Period.
深呼吸をしたら失った運気を取り戻せるな。
大したことじゃない。たかが2ポイント。これで勝敗が決まるわけでもないんだ。次のラウンドは必ず勝ってみせるから、しっかり見ててくれ。
どうやら立ち直れたようじゃな。じゃが砂漠はわしの知り尽くした場所じゃ。わしに負けぬよう頑張るんじゃぞ。
大丈夫です。僕も砂漠は初めてじゃない。さて、話はここまでにしよう。さっさと行ってあっちの環境に慣れておかないと。
Okay.
今のところティナリが1位でパルさんが2位、レイラが3位だよな。
Oh, wait, he didn't get any points at all?
一息つけるみたいだな。
That's weird though.
まずはどこから回ればいい
Oh
んだろ
no,
う。
because only one actually got to hand them in, right? Of course, they would have had to collect
どこから
more.
回ればいいか決められないのでしたら、いいアドバイスがありますよ。我らが会長に聞いてみるのはどうです？
Huh?
会長って誰だ？オイラたちも知ってるやつか？
もちろん、スメールで一番有名な商人、誰一人知らぬ者はいないサング・マハベイ様のことです。
I have no idea who that is. Oh, Dory. That makes more sense. You should have said that.
会長の使いで
I was
お
thinking,
二人にお
Dory?
知らせするために来たんです。スメールシティ北門で会長がお待ちですよ。
By the way, she's speaking. Well, go to the suburbs and speak to Dory. Will do. Will do. Mm-hmm.
行くで。
Bum, bum, bum. I don't know what Dory is like. What this is all about. Don't move. Not the dog. God damn it.
これはこれは旅人にパイモンではありませんの。ドリー、やっぱり
Oh, well speaking.
お前も学院祭に来たのか？
当然ですわ。学院祭の期間中はスメールシティを出入りする人が後を絶ちませんもの。商売にはいい機会ですの。
Right.
ここはスメールシティの入り口であり、学院フェスのブースにも近い。顧客に困ることはありませんわ。もうすでにモラが袋に入る音が聞こえるようです。
Well, she's a goner.
モラ。さあさあ、私のところで買い物でもいかが？なんでもござれ。
本物だけを取り扱っていますのよ。じゃあ美味しいもんとかないか？
せっかくの学園祭ですのに食べ物にしか目がないなんて。
I was about to say, you're not capitalizing on the sale.
でも
What?
よりお得なものを選ぶことおすすめいたしますわよ。
ららららら、学院フェスが間もなく始まりますの。各学派は小さなチャレンジも用意しておりますわ。
Okay.
大きな声では言えませんが、私の商っているスーパーウルトラバフ薬を食べるとしばらくの間反応と動きが素早くなって
Nah, we don't
力
need
が満
that.
ち溢れて
Right?
きます。
We don't need any doping here, any drugs.
これがあればどんなチャレンジもお手の物ですわ。
オイラたちには必要ないな。
Mm-hmm.
それくらいの挑戦、オイラと旅人なら楽勝だ。
Exactly.
後で学院フェスで腕を披露してくるぜ。
Exactly.
美味しいもんが食べたいんだ。お前のとこにないなら他を渡ってくるけど。
Wow.
わかりましたわかりました。塵も積もれば山となるですものね。 何を召し上がりたいんです
そうだな。すっごくお腹が減ってるから。カプチーノはないか？あららら。探してみますわね。
Kinda doubt that you have something like that in
こりゃ
stock.
とんでもないお仕事だ。
もしこいつが成功したらえらいことになるぞ。
Oh.
はいはいはい。タフチー2つ。
Oh.
お受け取りくださいませ。ほら、サングマハベイ様のもとには何でもあると申し上げましたでしょ。
やったぜ。どこ見てるんだ？
I thought I saw someone just now.
どれだ？オイラたちの知り合いか？
Never mind. They're gone.
怪しいものでもいたんですの？まさか他にも目をつけているものが。ロリー、お前何か知ってそうだけど。
誰をご覧になったかは存じ上げませんけど、確かに私は学院祭に関する独占情報を握っていますわ。
Oh.
興味がおありでしたらまた後で私と取引してくださいまし。
Now we're talking. So, Act 1 complete. But there's that. Good. Oh my god. What? Really? Oh my god, so much. And then there's also this one. I guess we have this because this is not the first day. It's probably... Oh boy. Oh, it's not voiced. Have you decided to buy information from me? Paimon's still a little curious about your exclusive information, but we need to hear the price first. If it's too expensive, then forget it. Every Darshan gets their own event. Yeah. And sell it to you for the fixed price of 1 million Mora. Deal. That's a lot. Never mind, 1 million can buy lots and lots of tasty food. Wait a sec, and let me see. Paimon is a customer. It's customer number 1001 for today. The original cost of information was 1 million Mora, but for you the price is now free. Okay. Wait, you're not baiting us into spending, are you? Maybe the first sentence is free, but not the next sentence. If you don't want it, fine. Next. Nah. Double exclusive scoot number 1. Do you remember the diadem of knowledge? Paimon remembers that only the champion was entitled to wear the diadem. It seemed very valuable. Exactly. The diadem that Sachin gave the Academia was a rather expensive antique. Yet this very diadem, after it was donated to the Academia, was lost by them once before. Okay. If everyone knew about this, would my information still be considered exclusive? Of course, the information doesn't come from nowhere. I've got witnesses too. There's a young fellow named Kashmir from the suburbs. If you're interested in delving further, you could ask him. The password is that incident from 20 years ago. Okay. Let's actually start with this, maybe. It looks to be all up there, so maybe it doesn't matter. This should work. I hope everyone will enjoy this little gadget. What's there to play over here? You are the traveler, aren't you? I'm Fabel from Ratawise. You found a Genshin reference in Star, obviously. I don't know. I don't suppose you know what it is we study here, do you? Well, I think it was... We study the stars. Though that's not a very precise way of putting it. We do have a lot of specializations within the darshan itself. Unfortunately, a lot of things about our research wouldn't make much sense to the average person if we just explained as is. In fact, the chances of them being interested are slim. What is the reference, though? And I was concerned that setting up an astrology booth would just end in the involved students getting into academic discussions and not manning the stall. As such, after much discussion, we decided on a middle of the road option. See the special astrolabe? Many stars have been placed on it, and what you need to do is arrange them into a specific image. These images will not be particularly complicated, and they will not involve any ongoing and as yet unresolved academic disputes. So, simple fun and definitely not the divisive pictorial puzzle. You strike me as being really nervous. Well, this game does have to do with the stars after all. Some of our students get the sweats the moment they hear the word. You don't know how many people I had to tell that this is just a toy and has nothing to do with academic research. Never mind that. If you're interested, feel free to give it a go. Rotate the Astrian astrolabe in the Gathering of Stars event, or adjust the astrolabe's section heights to complete the specific image. I feel like we've done something similar before. We have definitely done something similar before in Inazuma. Once the angle, like just with actually walking around. Once the angle and height are at suitable location, that artisan astrolabe star will light up. Hence, all such stars light up. The picture will be completed once, not hence. After a certain amount of time elapses, following the challenge's beginning, you can ask for help from the organizer and obtain a hint, which will show the intended star's position. I don't want that, ever. Okay, so what do we have here? Switch to the appropriate Astrian astrolabe. Oh, I see. So... Oh, there's actually... I see. Oh, wait a second. If we do it like this... Yeah. Next one. Okay. So only this. Probably to the far here. Gotcha. Then... Ooh. Okay, that's not happening. Maybe it's this after all. If you ask me, this kind of works. Ah, they're just slightly off. Okay, that's tomorrow. Good day to you, traveler. Given how you appear, you must be here to take part in the Wisdom Gala, yes? If you're interested, would you like to try out the event that we, the Haravata, are organizing? If I recall, Haravata studies languages. Alright, that's a loose summary. That is what we research here at Haravata. Well, what do you think? Sounds like a good fit for the gala's festive and relaxed atmosphere, does it not? Many of my fellow Darshan members do quite think so. Everyone is having fun to their heart's content, so surely we shall not spoil the mood by going around asking people riddles, yes? In any case, we shall be hard-pressed to drum up much interest if we make people guess riddles for our activity. After much friendly discussion, we have decided on a little game known as In Truth Steps. It does not require any tools or items, just a settled mind and clear thoughts. When this game starts, I will tell you a story. Now, it may seem to you that the tale is going nowhere. Indeed, some parts of it might even defy common sense. And so you can question me, to which I will answer using 3 types of answers: yes, no, and or it doesn't matter. What you need to do is use your questions to find the truth to the story. Don't be nervous though. The correct answer isn't meant to be all that complicated. What do you say? If you're interested, we can start now. Listen to a story and use questions to understand various details regarding said story. Note that you will only receive yes, no, and it has nothing to do with the story. Style answers. If the questions you have asked has some critical elements to it, you may gain new hints to what you can ask. Once you have enough information, you will need to start pursuing the truth. Correctly answer all the questions related to the truth to complete this particular story. Well, here we go. A group of forest rangers was patrolling the Avidia forest. Asti and Badim were responsible for surveying the surrounding environment. While advancing, they discovered monsters ahead and ended up getting caught up in a downpour, which doesn't matter, with the rain making the ground so muddy that they were temporarily stranded. Asti sent Badim out to the other team of forest rangers with the intention of reminding them to stay vigilant. Then Asti hid in a tree until the monsters left. There was no... Oh no, they discovered monsters ahead and up... Okay. Later, following Badim, the other team of the Forest Rangers successfully rendezvoused with Asti. Afterward, they quickly left the forest. However, of their number, only Badim was soaking wet. Why was that? So Asti didn't get wet because they ate in a tree. Badim is back or came back, and only he was soaking wet because the downpour had ended by the time he reached the Rangers, right? The rain. Could people travel across the Maya? Was the downpour heavy? Yes. Was any waterproof gear brought along? Were Asti and Badim far away from the other team of forest rangers? Yes, the distance was so great that even shouts could not be heard. How did Badim leave the Maya and pass the message on? By being agile. By being agile. Badim was oh. Duskbird. Why was Badim wet all over? Like Drain, did not bring any waterproof gear. Fell into a puddle, Badim had a hydrovision? No. Did not bring any waterproof gear. Very good, you solved the 2 questions, but one remains out of reach at the moment. Yeah, I know which one. By being a good flyer. Badim was a Duskbird. Waterproof gear. There we go. You've got all answers correct. Congratulations, I definitely think you've got the hang of it. Yeah, the bird one was, yeah, I should have asked more questions. About the next story. About the full truth behind this tale. The full truth is, Badim was a messenger Duskbird used by the forest ranger Asti. After sighting the wild beast, Asti chose to send Badim out to inform the other forest rangers due to the storm impeding travel. Badim flew through the storm and thus got all wet. Okay. So, more stuff. This seems close. How did this fall to me? Couldn't we have assigned this task to a more experienced senior student? Are you running some event here as well? Oh, Traveler. Yes, we are indeed running an event. Well, I say it's an event, but really it's a domain that awaits exploration. Does this domain have anything to do with the gala? Oh, let's not even get into that. I only came to be in charge of this affair because of the gala. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Bahadur from Spantamart, and our research lies in the field of alchemy, the elements and topics like that. So I was assigned this task, but as much as I've thought about it, I couldn't think of a game that our Darshan could run. Putting up a crafting bench to do public alchemical experiments would be too boring. And there was no way we could run some demonstration of elemental reactions. If something went wrong, the whole site might get up in smoke. And what would we even do then? In the end, I had to ask the Adventurers Guild for help, and it was with their aid that I found this domain. Several of my fellow students and I went inside to investigate, and to be honest, it's an utterly mess in there. As such, we developed a few potions specialized for use inside the domain. And, well, that's our Darshan's specialty demonstrated now, eh? So, if you're interested, traveler, take these potions and with you and go to the designated domain. I'll mark its location on your map. Has anyone come to play this game? Quite a few adventurers did come to give this a go. They were quite excited too. But I must say that very few of our fellow students did. Whatever the case may be, you can go in as long as you're interested. The adventurers who tried this earlier rated it as being very challenging. Ah yes, before you go, I will have some potions here for you. Stay safe when exploring the domain, alright? You need to defeat opponents within the time limit during Concordant Reaction. Use Resilience Concoction to resist a maximum of 2 negative effects. Use Enhancing Concoction to obtain a maximum of 2 different buffs. Okay. This one next. Ah, hello there, traveler. It would seem that you are here to take part in the Wisdom Gala. If it would interest you, would you like to try out the game that we at Amorta have set up? What sort of game would that be? Our Darshan has set up a little game called Mimetic Replication. In this game, I will introduce you to the behavioral patterns of certain animals. Of course, these patterns have been simplified and generalized to make them easier to understand. What you'll need to do is to use the models we have prepared to imitate the action of the corresponding animal. That does sound pretty simple. Precisely, animals have regular behavioral patterns is a statement that is both simple to understand and accept. But behind something so simple lie mysteries that are most deep indeed. However, let us put academic observation aside for the moment and simply enjoy the habitual behaviors of animals in a relaxed manner. Okay. Rhythm. What? Okay, preparing. Use jump at the right moment and control the weasel model to obtain coins at the appropriate rhythm point. Use leap to reach coins at a higher location. Also, retry. I messed up. We are going for max score here. Okay. Well. Well, I hope I'll never meet a weasel as smart and swift as this one. Well then. So this one's, yeah, 2 days. Okay, project connectivity. Uh-huh. We have to find the domain as well, but we'll do that last. Come on. Yeah, who needs to climb anyways, right? When you can just jump up. Why does everyone seem so exhausted? Are you running some sort of event here? You're the traveler, aren't you? I've always wanted to meet you. That's right. Though Mana is running an archaeology-themed game at this time, we have many researchers who study history on our banner, and so archaeological work, especially the sort that is done in person, is often unavoidable. Wait, don't be nervous. We're not getting everyone to do that in person. This event is just a replica of archaeological activities. We have placed a lot of replica relics and buried them all around Smello City. Oh my god. And we term those places, at least for now, our archaeological zones. Those who take part in this activity just need to bring our specialized detectors to those sites and dig up buried replicas. It's all thanks to the students of the other Darshans for constructing a batch of containers and corresponding detectors. You just need to follow the detector in order to find the relics. We've even split the types of replicas into zones according to the elements. These detectors were originally used in elemental surveys, and despite our last-minute modifications, they might still be affected by certain elements. Oh my god. All in all, you just need to dig up all the replicas, and you'll find that we've got some awesome rewards for you. What do you think, Traveler? Would you be interested in giving this a go? Okay, let's go. Ha, great. In that case, here's a detector. I'll mark the archaeological zones, goddammit, words, and your archaeological manual. Alright, what that should do. Well then, Traveler, go out there and have yourself some archaeological fun. Once you've found all the relic replicas, do remember to come back and collect your reward from me. Follow the archaeological manual to reach archaeological zones in which the replica relics are buried. I see. Once you are in an archaeological zone, equip and use the search compass. The compass will take the closest replica relic's location as its target and use trail density to show how far you presently are from that location. The closer you are to the burial location, the denser the trail will be. You can place search compasses in different locations, which will allow you to use their indicated trail density to search in the direction of higher trail density, okay. After the trail density reaches 90%, you can immediately detect the replica relic. You can have a total of 3 search compasses deployed at once. Triangulation. Archaeological zones can contain elemental objects that will disrupt the detection abilities of the search compasses. If you find such items, clear them out quickly and restart your search. After you've deployed search compasses in an archaeological zone for a time, the compass will be more accurately determine the position of the relic replicas and will cause a more accurate search area to be displayed on your map. Hello there, I'm Daya from that. Are you here to take part in the Wisdom Gala too? This is the new game that our Darshan has put forth, Project Connectivity. Would you like to give it a go? Yes. We study mechanics and architecture, yes. Seems like I've gone off topic. So, to take part in this gala, many of our students put their heads together, and the result was Project Connectivity. Basically, players will need to use the various objects that we have prepared to, well, create a pathway. Laying down bridges, setting up stairs, the eventual goal is to create a path for people to travel on that can reach its destination. Once you've finished constructing the road, we will conduct a final verification, just like how we would test complete buildings. Essentially, you just need to set up a safe road to attain success. That sounds rather complicated. Don't worry, you're not being asked to construct anything in real life. If something goes wrong and the road collapses, we'll just have to rebuild it. We are not putting limits on the number of tries you have either, okay? Just let your imagination run free. And build as beautiful as a road can be. Spend construction points in construction mode during project connectivity to construct a road and use the test mode to check if the road you have created will take you from the designated start through all checkpoints. Checkpoints can be accessed in any order. In test mode, you need to stay on pre-built or placed construction materials. If you fall, you will be sent back to the start or checkpoint. In test mode, getting through all the checkpoints will constitute a successful challenge. Upon success, the less construction points you spend, the higher the score you will get. Each challenge will grant you different construction materials with different cost. The continued use of each construction material will cause its cost to increase. Use different materials suitable to create the best road. Okay. Unable to use character skills. No! Or switch characters. No! Using more of the same material will gradually increase construction points consumed. In this challenge, checkpoints are positioned at similar heights but different locations. Perhaps using large construction material could pave a decent path. Yeah, as long as we can climb, we can probably do something there. So, sticks to the ground. Can we place this anywhere we can? Oh, we can only have one? Well then. Is that reachable? Very much so. Can we climb? That is yes. Okay, so there's no need for this here at all. Then we need some more height from here on. That should do. Only a small one. Oh, wow. This is ginormous. Never mind. There's a different thought, actually. If we can just make it to the center and make sure that we can also go back, we can put this here. And that will allow us to basically reach everywhere. Even if we put it like here. Like this will be fine. Now all that needs to happen is for us to make it over there. Okay, that's too high. Unfortunately, the house there is not very very useful. But that must be because I'm doing something wrong. Oh no, I see what's going on. Oh, that sucks. Oh no, this works. This works. This works. Okay, perfect. On this side. So the main issue is just gonna be getting up there, huh? So we can then bounce. Fixed. Okay. So now I'm not sure that's gonna be enough. But this is pretty close, so I'll leave it at that. Alternatively, this is fine. Because we can just climb this, right? And get in a fight. Jump on this one. Jump on that. And done. So the remaining thing to do is to fix this up, which is probably gonna work the exact same way if we do have enough points. We do. Oh my god, this is ginormous. We don't even need this. Okay. Let's go. This may or may not work. Oh, the distance is actually way closer than I initially thought. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, we're at full points right now, so there's no reason to simplify this. There we go. Architectural masterpiece. Could have definitely done some simplifications there even. I think at least one of the ramps wasn't necessary at all. So yeah. Okay. So, game, let's grab you. And then please tell us where this is. Go to Teyvat Mountain to look for the zone. Gotcha. We have this switch. Right here, that's where the tutorial screen was, so it's gotta be it. Yeah. $74. 64. 85. 88. There you go. That's one. 50. So, okay. Well, I wonder, do these count as quest mobs or no? Because if they don't, they have drops. They have drops. Okay. So, no going ham here. Oh my, nice. Interference cleared. 1%. Yeah, okay. Narrowed. We got pitied by the game. Feels bad, man. 70. But we can't put anything in the water, so it can't be that. Found it. Okay. Container. Ah, yeah, that does make sense. So, and then there's this one. Oh, we can just teleport. Nice. So, what do we have here? Rune Guard, Rune Drake. Oh. Level, right. Select Resilience Concussion. Ninja opponent's HP will be increased by 150. Ninja opponent's HP will regenerate by 15% for each normal opponent on the field every 10 seconds. Opposing reinforcements have been deployed. Hilichal, Berserker, Hilichal, Shooter, Pyro, blah blah blah. Dendro, normal opponents will take the field. Linchpin opponents can unleash Geowave that deal damage to characters hit. Resist at most 2 negative effects. So we resist this? Oh yeah. Positive. When an active character attack hits an opponent, a cyclone will be generated at the position that will pull nearby opponents in. This effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds. This kind of works if we don't do this. When there are less than 2 opponents near the character's attack will be increased by 75%. When a character's attack hits a linchpin opponent, an extra true damage instance will be dealt. This effect can be triggered once every 6 seconds. When an all opponent is defeated, a shockwave will be unleashed at their position and deal damage to nearby opponents. And let's go with this one. All right.
難攻不落神道の権限直律令呪言歌よ錦となれ雨描きがたし
花火見いひん
律令直呪言来光へと美しきかな直呪言左右ルコこの剣はわ
Okay, looks like you don't actually have to deal with the normal ones. Either that or yeah, I took care of them. Might have been yeah.
有限なる来帝直律令呪言歌よ錦となれ雨描きがたし
Can you please switch? Thank you. Is there no rating? Okay. Okay, just complete. Well, whatever. Oh, nice. So we are getting... Oh, yeah, right. You as well. Alright. And this is the quests. Well then. And there's just the other normal-ish quest as well. Wait, do we already get... No, really? Okay. Well, that's done. Who are you guys? Is there something you need? No? No. That incident from 20 years ago. I guess I shouldn't have told anyone. Last time I had too much to drink and blabbered a little too much, and now people are seeking me out. Since you're curious, I guess I'll tell you. I was just 6 years old, 20 years ago, so I can't remember clearly what happened at the time, but recently I read the diary I kept when I was a child and vaguely recalled the situation back then. The Inter-Darshan Championship was also held that year. There were 3 rounds, the last of which was outside the city. I begged my mom to take me out of town to see it, and when she refused, I snuck out. And then I ended up getting lost outside the city in the middle of nowhere. There was no one around. I grew more and more frightened and began to cry. That's when I saw some strange creatures. I can't remember what they looked like. I only remember how, as a child, I stopped crying at the sight of them. Strange creatures? They must be the Iranara, yeah. They took me to the competition. Unfortunately, by the time we got there, it was too late. It was already over. Just when I was disheartened, I suddenly saw one of those strange creatures slowly dragging a crown along. It was a beautiful crown, shining in the moonlight. Oh, the Iranara stole the crown for him? So he could see it? And I could not help but follow it. I saw the little fellow hide the crown in a hollow tree before disappearing. I wanted to touch that crown, but at the moment I could hear the distant cries of my mother. It turns out she figured out I was lost and got her neighbors to go look for me. I never got to touch it. It wasn't until I was older when I saw the Diadem of Knowledge at the Inter-Darshan Championship that I realized it was the same thing. Alright. Do you remember where that diadem ended up? It's probably in the Avidia forest, but I've been back a few times and I haven't found anything. No one believed me, even if I told them, unless even I can't remember it clearly. Perhaps it was a dream I had when I was a child. We should go look for it, yeah? Yeah. Get him.
動くべきだ。この件は分かっ。
Well. Need more heals. Okay, well, here we are. There's a hole in the tree. It seems completely empty and there's nothing in it. Huh? Wait, there's a note here. The good Nara taught Arakasyapa how to read. Arakasyapa must protect the good Nara. What's this supposed to mean? Well, Nara is a person, like a human, so... was clearly written by the runner. Faint traces of writing can be seen on the weathered note. Is this done, or do we need to wait for the next day? Is this supposed to give us a clue as where to go next? Although if that was the case, you would have a quest ready, right? Also, let me quickly do that. I feel like I should know which Nara is talking about, but it's been too long. It has been way too long. So yeah. I guess the way to do this is just to wait and see what happens. Right? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that after like this one, we'd get another Dory summon. Or just another pop-up quest. Yeah, that's probably the case. Okay. I'll just assume that that's the case, yeah. Let's dump our resin real quick. I say dump. What I mean is obviously invest. So we hopefully get better artifacts. Let's go. So then, little radish, show him. That's actually the wrong size. Whatever, doesn't matter. Oh wow, really? Ah, they actually came together, nice. Sweet. HP percent, elemental mastery on this one. Ooh. Okay. I noticed a pretty hard lag of energy recharge recently on the artifacts from this domain for some reason. But I'm sure it's just RNG, right? It's totally not. It's weird, these guys behave way different on PC than on mobile. But hey, I'll take it. But there's definitely a difference in behavior and patterns there. Well, hey, you here. Let's see, because I am not sure what we actually need right now. So, oh yeah, we need a crown and you need a feather. Well, so that's fine because we do have something actually. But we have... Oh wait, this is a circlet? Oh. Oh, this is a circlet. I did not realize that. Well, that changes everything. We have a ton of HP circlets then. Okay. Let's see what the game gives us here. Energy recharge? Ooh. This is looking juicy. Now, if the procs also go to Elemental Mastery and Energy recharge, that'll be swell. Uh-huh, yeah, yeah. That's flat attack. That is the most useless stat on this thing. Okay. So let's dump some stuff we don't need. Yeah, I can't trash double crit stuff. That's just not happening. Yeah, I'm keeping the HP thingies for now, just in case. We need like an off-piece, a good one. These have potential, but they are... Yeah. Okay, no. Actually... Although it's probably... That is probably a no, regardless. Whatever. We have with other pieces we can trash, so... More energy recharge, I will take it. I'd say you can't have enough energy recharge, but I know full well that is not true. You can very well have too much energy recharge. Okay, so there's that. Let's go over to... Yeah, there must be stuff here that we can just throw away. And by throw away, I mean just use for... for experience. Dendro, rate attack. More double crits. Crits. Crit damage. Energy recharge. Yeah, that's gone. And this one is gone as well. Okay. Double crit defense, whatever. Yeah, okay. No, I have a feeling, nope, that's gone. That's gone. That's not gone. That's not, this is. That's not, that is. That is. Hope I'm being critical enough now. That's not, that is gone. That is not, that's for sure. That's not, that's gone. This is not, this is of course not. That's crit, no. That's a no. All right. Close. That's a gone. No. 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 And yeah, crit ER is keeper in my book. That's a good basis. Okay. So, energy recharge. Okay. So this doesn't look too bad, honestly. Let's see. What do we have? Attributes. You have 68,000 HP. 143 energy recharge. And 112 elemental mastery. That is not a lot, but we do get a lot of bonuses. This does increase our damage already by 48.8% of bloom, so there's that. I guess what we can try is we can look for different pieces. What do we have here? What is... Right, so this is an HP sense that does not have... Well, no, the only thing better here would be more elemental mastery, right? So we have to bank on this right here, getting EM and then get stuff in. That's probably not gonna happen. We do have some flat HP up here, but eh. What else? HP goblets. There's this one. This one has some elemental mastery. But this one has energy recharge. Do we have other HP percent goblets? This one has energy recharge and an... Elemental Mastery. That is interesting. That is an interesting piece. Okay. Let's see if we can real quick bust out some of the level pieces that are going nowhere. Go for the higher ones first. This one. Yeah, lots of defense on this one, so we can definitely absorb that. This got raid procs. This got ER procs. This got... We can use that. An attack goblet. Yeah, we'll use that one. Another attack goblet. Okay, I can probably just use unleveled stuff here. Yeah, let's see. Mm. Yeah, that's gone. And that's gone. Really? 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 Yeah, that seems about right. Fuck you too, game. Fuck you too. Of course, I mean, I like... Of course we roll flat defense. Of course we get flat defense to 60 and defense percent to 13.1%. Okay, so, but this is like 9.1. Yeah, it's also less here. It's not worth it. God. And I'm looking for a very specific thing now, so it's probably not gonna happen, but... Well, there's this goblet. It already has 4 things on it. Elemental Mastery, Energy Recharge. It has flat defense, so you know where all of our points are going, but it also has flat HP, which is not the worst to roll into. Even though I would definitely prefer not to roll into that one. Let's see. Where is the thing we just rolled? This one, right? Yeah, this one we just eat up. And next. Okay, and we should be able to just use some stuff again from here. I'll use that one. And that one. Not this one though. Not this one. Good rate. We'll just keep that. Engine mask. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's crit damage. Oh, really? It's not enough. You've got to be kidding me. Game, I was kidding when I... Oh my god. Well, let's keep looking. Yeah, right. You know what's gonna happen to this one, right? It's gonna be defense all over again. I'll just do it to prove the point. But yeah. Oh, these are specials, right? Special names. Mm. Yeah, this one plus 16. No procs in crit damage or rate. We can use that one, yeah. All right. Let's see. Can we... Yeah, we just do that and that. I mean, I'm surprised that we actually got a proc in energy recharge and a proc in elemental mastery, but the rest went to defense percent. So this is actually more energy recharge, which is nice. And we do get elemental mastery, so that is kind of an upgrade. Slight, but it is an upgrade. And now we're at 115% there, plus all of the bonuses we get anyways. So there's that. Having said that, I am thinking this gives us an extra 1000 HP. That is potentially better. Yeah, for every 1000 HP, we will get 9%. Wait, yeah. So we'll get 9% more damage. So it's additively. So this is 115. And so this gives us a flat 9%, so to speak. That is really close. That is really close. This is just slightly better. But at the same time, we do lose some energy recharge. So point taken. At the point we are at right now, like 25 more elemental mastery outperforms 1000 HP. But hold on, that's not true. Weapon. This might not, this only is for others, right? HP is increased. The equipping character's elemental mastery by... Okay, no, this does give us a bit more. So this is better. Okay. Oh yeah, and also stacks. Yeah, no. Okay, so 1000 HP thanks to weapon is better, period. Okay, good. Yeah. So what that means is that Nilo is actually kitted out, isn't she? It's not the greatest, but hey. There's that set bonus. There's that set bonus. We're like 600 HP shy of 70,000. I do wonder if one of the effects only triggers when she is on the field. Also, why do I not have a Nilo thingy? How did this work again? There.
私にできることはない？まだ行ったことのない場所がたくさんあるの。
Yeah.
ターゲットは絞れたの？
ヨーヨがいるから心配しなくていいよ。
Now, how do we actually do this, right? We start off with Nahida, obviously. Yelan. So Nilo's skills don't trigger Yelan's. Don't trigger Yelan's burst. So we use Nilo before Yelan. We then go to trigger Yelan, use Yao Yao, switch to Nahida back, and start spamming her auto attack, right? Yeah, basically that. Okay, deploy this. Oh, we do. Okay, so we do have 73k HP with Nilo here. That's pretty close to the 75k limit that you want to have. That does mean we get, yeah. So that's without the bonus of the core for the course. this one. So we do have what?
こういう穏やかな日も悪くないよね。のんびりしようっと。
So we have 43,000 HP that counts towards this passive. Unfortunately, it's 9% and not 10. What am I doing? I can just do a simple calculation like this. That's easier. So we have 387% bonus damage from that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. So what we are missing now is right. These pieces are not here to stay. They need to get replaced as well. Do we have anything for you? HP percent. So this one could be 1. One massive issue is definitely energy recharge. Yeah, this has 17, so there's that. We are actually using 3 millilith pieces here, so we can replace one of them. This one has elemental mastery and HP percent, theoretically. This one does have 5.2% energy recharge. Okay. What's your energy recharge right now? 182. That is actually pretty good. We dropped that a little bit. Right, you have Favonius Lance, that's why. Yeah. So we could do that. And then what? This also, so this basically only for us has 6.5% energy recharge. It's not that great. Basically anything that somehow gains energy recharge here is gonna be better. You know what? Let's look for other things you can replace. How about this chalice? The chalice, okay, we do have some HP here on energy recharge. We just checked that though. We don't really have a ton of good stuff here. Technically, we could give you this for more energy recharge, I guess. I hope that this one gets energy recharge. Let's try that. I never thought I'd be disappointed about getting crit, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, this is 16. It's probably not gonna get replaced. I say that. I say that, but yeah, that's a goner. It's double crit, but at the same time, it's also attack percent. I'm never gonna use that, am I? But I'm gonna curse myself if I, yeah. Okay. 10% defense. Yeah, about that. And now bonus. No? One defense proc, HP proc, crit, and crit proc. Okay. Ideally, we get another energy recharge proc though. Like, that'd be amazing. Let's see. Anything to just trash here? You know what? This one sucks. Sucks balls. This one is also not there. I mean, there's the raid and energy recharge. No. Yeah, this one we'll just trash. That's fine. I need like a, I don't know, to make custom filters and then start pruning stuff. Like, there's a lot of pieces with potential, but you just know they're gonna turn out terrible. But I should definitely roll more on those pieces, because at this point they're just in my inventory and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, this could be good. But I'll never know, because I never roll them. This one sucks. Actually, yeah. Same here. Mm. 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 Okay. We'll just use bottled. It's flat HP. Okay, so yeah, right now this is 16. We lose 12%. We'd gain some HP, but yeah, now the upside would be that we do have a replacement piece for this one as well. Or not? Oh, what? Didn't I? No? I guess not. Huh. But yeah, Yao Yao needs some more work for sure. Well, the goal is to get more HP basically, so there's that. But I guess the team is kinda, and like it's doable once I level some talents, which I'm gonna do next week, so that the money spent goes towards the whoops. Goes towards the battle pass. Yeah. Boom. Those heals are pathetic. What the fuck? Oh, they're not leveled, yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's the problem. Right. What's the scaling on that actually? Okay, yes, I think the flat damage is gonna make a huge difference there. Okay, so yeah, that's the team. Again, gonna keep farming and hopefully we get some good stuff. But for now, this is a good time to call it a day, right? Yeah, a bit earlier than the last 2 days. So I thank you very much for watching for today. As far as weekly Genshin content goes, I think we are done for this patch. The next Abyss resets when exactly? In 2 days and 6 hours. Gotcha. So we'll probably have another Genshin, like Abyss stream next week. We'll see what kind of like event content we have by then. Technically, I could just leave all the event stuff for then, right? Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Yes. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we'll do another Genshin stream next week for the Abyss. But yeah, the like, let's call it patch coverage is basically done. I think we'll just leave the, and depending on what's available, we'll leave the new hangouts for like the next patch. We'll see though. We'll see. I am definitely looking forward though to a few things, and that is tomorrow we are going to continue our playthrough of Stranger of Paradise. Been having a lot of fun with the game. Only played it like 1 day, but yeah. Again, want to play more. And midweek, more Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That being said, I completely forgot about this, but it all works out. Monday is a holiday. So we will have an entire day of the Invent Chronicles there. Based on our progress the last 2 days, I am expecting to get close-ish to the end by Monday. And then we'll do a whole bunch of cleanup, like exploration, the days after that. I have no idea when we'll be done. But I think it's gonna go down like roughly like that. So I hope to see you guys again tomorrow for Stranger of Paradise. And maybe also for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, depending on how far in the game you are there. And are no longer getting spoiled. Otherwise, go play it yourself. It is absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, that's it for me for now. Again, thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time. And see you tomorrow with Stranger of Paradise. Good night. Bye-bye.